It's the moment we hoped with all our might wouldn't come, saying goodbye to Professor Richard Scolyer after his 3-year battle with brain cancer. He's someone who made the world a better place, who changed lives, saved lives, and he'll save many more. That's his legacy.
3 cheers for Richard. Hip hip! Hip hip!
I'm not going to go down without keeping that drive going in trying to fight my own cancer.
I think he's one of the most determined people I've ever met.
Hip hip! Hooray!
Yeah, he had a real zest for life, I guess, or enthusiasm to give something a go.
You well done, good brain.
And only a cancer researcher like Richard could take on this risk because he understands it.
I had no idea that he was ever reached the heights that he's reached. It's been phenomenal what he's achieved.
I know how great my dad is, but now everyone else gets to see that too.
I reckon there's a lesson for everyone. You make the most of your life, your time. You just don't know what's going to happen around the corner.
Medical marvel, pioneer, hero, and an all-round good bloke. Professor Richard Scolyer, one of Australia's leading cancer researchers, has died after his battle with brain cancer. It's a day we all hoped wouldn't come, but one Richard had been preparing for.
You can see the scar there where the tumour was taken out. Brain cancer's called glioblastoma.
It's the worst of brain cancers, right?
The sort of subtype of brain cancer I've got is the worst one.
We first met Richard in July 2023, shortly after he was diagnosed and told he had just 6 to 9 months to live. The world-renowned pathologist had spent his life defying the odds.
Hi everyone, it's Richard Scolyer here.
And this challenge would be no different. Richard's brain cancer was rare and deadly. No one survives, and treatment hasn't changed in 20 years. But Richard decided to turn his death sentence into an opportunity, a chance, sure a small one, to save his own life and countless others with an experimental treatment.
It could actually make me die more quickly and even have a more miserable death.
Are you prepared to take that risk?
Well, the other side of the coin is that there's a chance, a miracle could happen where I could be cured.
But there's also something else. There's risk, but there's also that hope that you might be about to blow up everything they know about treating brain cancer.
Yep. I want to give it a crack and see if it can make a difference for me and ultimately other brain cancer patients.
Richard grew up in Launceston, Tasmania, with parents Jenny and Morris and big brother Mark. This blonde, boisterous kid was always determined and dreamed of becoming a doctor after seeing his mum suffer with a long illness. Richard grew up and set off on achieving that dream. He studied at the University of Tasmania and went on to specialise in pathology, a choice that would change the world.
It is in our DNA to take risks that are calculated.
Advanced melanoma used to be a death sentence. Then Richard, his colleague Professor Georgina Long, and the team at Melanoma Institute Australia had a breakthrough.
This is a possibility that it could work.
They pioneered the use of immunotherapy before surgery in melanoma patients. Thanks to their work, more than 50% of patients now survive.
And your CRP is not back yet.
It's that treatment Professor Georgina Long decided to try on Richard.
It'd be remiss of me and Richard not to apply our knowledge. It would be inhumane. It would be unethical. And so we then thought of how we can change it.
he became a human guinea pig, the first brain cancer patient in the world to have combination immunotherapy before and after surgery, as well as a personalised cancer vaccine.
I stand here today as the first brain cancer patient to have a personalised cancer vaccine with combination immunotherapy instead of standard treatment.
Just 2 months after our first interview, early results were in.
So, yeah, what happened blew me away. I think it blew everyone away. It's blown away the whole brain cancer field, to be honest.
Richard's tumour was showing signs it was responding to the radical treatment. They found a 10-fold increase in immune cells. Those cells were activated against the cancer and they were bound to the drug. In other words, his body was fighting back.
So I'm guessing no regrets on trying something that's never been done before?
Absolutely not.
With his cancer at bay, Richard hit the ground running.
What an incredible honour.
He was named Joint Australian of the Year alongside Professor Georgina Long in 2024.
We were just blown away,
Yeah.
shocked. We didn't expect this at all. We were just joking before. We didn't practice our speech like we're supposed to because we didn't expect to win. One of the side effects is, of course...
He met King Charles.
Are you still buzzing a little?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
It's
Once in a lifetime experience, I reckon.
And played it pretty cool.
The message is still the same from us. Prevention is better than cure.
Yeah, and I
We
just thought...
talked about slip, slop, slap, seek, slide.
Sorry, say that.
Sorry,
say that
Ali.
no, say that again because
We're too excited.
Yeah, I know. I love this.
He wrote a book and spent quality time he didn't think he'd have with his family.
Is it hard to see them struggling with what's happening and working through those emotions?
Yeah, it is. It is tough at times. A lot of the times we can have life like it normally would be and forget about this damn brain cancer. But yeah, at other times I can see them being very generous and kind and reaching out to me in times that maybe they wouldn't do. Personal sacrifices and support that they're giving me is amazing. Yeah,
But if I ask them, you're kind of worth it, Dad.
You're very generous, Ali.
And coming down nice
After
and
22 months of positive scans came this one, showing concerning changes to Richard's brain.
All set for the big day.
Again, he went under the knife.
I'm alive longer than what was anticipated. So the fact that I'm still going, on the big scheme of things, I'm lucky.
After the surgery, the results were in, and Richard sat down with me to share his news with the world.
Richard, I kind of want you to sugarcoat it, but I know it's not your style. What have the doctors told you?
Well, my brain tumour's come back, unfortunately.
Aggressive?
Yeah.
Once again, Richard was given a prognosis. He had just months to live.
I feel sad. I'm not ready to go yet. I love my life. But in all honesty, I didn't expect to be alive now, so I am grateful that I've been able to contribute in so many ways, which I hope make a difference for future patients.
And you think of that extra time you've had and all the many beautiful memories, many more memories you've been able to create with your family.
Yeah. The timeline's not so long, so changing focus now and spending time with family is what I want to do.
In true Richard style, he continued to surprise all of us and himself. In June last year, he completed his 250th park run, a milestone he set when he was first diagnosed. 3 months later, a huge funding commitment from the federal government in Richard's honour.
We will invest $5.9 million to establish the Richard Scolyer Chair in Brain Cancer Research at Chris O'Brien Lifehouse in Sydney.
In December, yet another Christmas he didn't think he'd have the chance to celebrate.
Richard, Merry Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Who knew we'd be saying that to each other?
Yeah, exactly. This far down the track, just thrilled that I'm still here and able to interact with people I love, and hoping we're trying to still contribute to society to try and make things better.
You know, it's one of the things that I love about you most. You are constantly defying the odds.
I don't know how to reply to that. It seemed, we only just started talking, I feel like tears are growing in my eyes.
And just 6 weeks ago, Professor Richard Scolyer was awarded an honorary doctorate of medicine at the University of Sydney.
To be so brave and courageous and selfless is something that we're just so proud and lucky to have him as our dad.
With Richard's blessing, we've been speaking with his loved ones as part of a 1-hour special celebrating his legacy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're Richard's entire world sitting right in front of me. There's no one he loves more than you guys.
Wife Katie and kids Emily, Matthew and Lucy.
I think it's really nice to see how many people that he's had an impact on or helped throughout his life.
In Tasmania, brother Mark and best mate Jim.
Your mate, your little brother, he's changed the world. Very few people get to say that.
Yeah, he's a very special person. I love him dearly.
Achieved so much in his life, more than any of us would have ever thought. And just been privileged to be a part of his life.
And Richard's mentor, Professor John Thompson.
What a legacy for Richard to have contributed in such a significant way.
Yeah. And yet he remains the humble boy from Tasmania who made good.
That humble boy from Tassie dedicated his life to making a difference, and will continue to do so well after his death. Richard's greatest wish is that a clinical trial will prove it wasn't just luck that kept him alive, but science. That trial, his legacy, is now underway in the US.
To have enjoyed my life with my family, my wife Katie, and friends and colleagues at work, I feel lucky that I've been able to do that, much more than I expected.
Very few people make this world a better place, and you're one of them, Richard.
I think you're being over-generous there.
Well, you're not just admired, you're loved. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Can I give you a hug, please? Thanks for all you've done, Ali, from the very start.
Richard, we thank you.
Think big, be bold, be courageous, and as I often say, don't just lean in, leap in, and that's how you can make a big difference. And I think everyone should be bold and courageous to really make things happen.
Bold and courageous. It is exactly who Richard was, as well as curious, kind, compassionate. He was all the good words. And Clint Bowen was lucky enough to call Richard a friend. Thank you so much for coming in, especially so soon after losing your mate. And you know what? We knew it was coming, but it hits hard, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. It's been 3 years living with Rich and trying to pack everything in to that time, and getting to meet his wonderful family and his friends, and just seeing what he can give to other people it's been a privilege.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw just there, that's just some of what he's done in the last 3 years. And I mean, you met him 5 years ago, so that was before the cancer diagnosis. What was it about Rich?
I think Rich was just one of those people that he instantly, you warm to him. He just comes, he's so honest. He just has this way that you just want to talk to him. And there was just so many people that just feel so comfortable around him. And in one way, shape or form, he will give you something that allows you to feel better about yourself. And that's really rare. Like, I know you're hurting now, and we've been all hurting, and the whole country's hurting. And I think it's just seeing that beautiful person and then losing those people and wondering, you know, what if go longer or I had a chance to talk to them more or to learn more.
You just wanted more time. We
You
all
just-
wanted
you
more
all
time,
want more
didn't
time
we?
with him, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's like, you know, we heard Emily's daughter speaking there about it being selfless, and that is such a word to describe him. And I don't know, I think he had this profound effect on people. I mean, certainly all of us who we met, but people who've never met him, that takes a really special person.
It's really unique. I mean, even people in my office were showing me things, and I'm not on Facebook or Instagram or anything. I don't see anything. I rely on everyone else, and everyone shows me things and says, look how wonderful he is, and they haven't met him, and yet to know how really wonderful he is, and that connection that you have with someone that allows you to see sort of deep inside their soul is really unique, and Rich was one of those people. And I will say, and I would love to say, you know, thanks to Katie and to the family, you know, to Em and Maddie and to Lucy and Mark and Charlie and the whole gang. Like, the mob is just an incredible mob, but they allowed us, and not just myself, but people at, you know, Tour de Cure or across Australia to have a part of Rich.
They shared Rich with all of us.
They shared,
didn't
and they could have kept him to themselves,
Yeah.
and they would be, you know, well able to do that. They could have done that, but they shared him, and that is really selfless, you know. And Katie is just such an incredible person to you know, have this gift and give it to the rest of us. You know, like it's.
You talked there about the Tour de Cure, and I remember talking to him just before Christmas last year, and he'd lived months longer than anyone had anticipated.
He did, yeah.
And he said, oh yeah, I'm doing this in Tassie in March. And I'm thinking, you know, March felt like a long way away, but he did it, and he did it with his son Matt, with his brother Mark, and with yourself. How special was that, those memories?
Look, Ali, and, you know, people have purpose in life, and, you know, Rich's purposes were, you know, above the rest of us, and, you know, in terms of medical, but he was someone that would have a purpose, and then he would give everything to it. And, you know, we doubted maybe the times that he would get there, and, you know, he would come to training rides, and some of the training rides he'd come and join us, and, you know, it'd be freezing cold, and he'd forget to wear his jumper, and he would be, you know, like shaking like this, and the guys would sort of give him a jacket or look after him and get him to the end, and I
think we've learnt never underestimate him.
Never
Clint.
underestimate
showed us that
him.
time and time again.
I think I was telling you before, like, one of the moments with Rich, and we came back after a training ride, and we're all in a group, and we talk about the ride, and Rich says, "Oh, sorry guys, I was a bit slow today." And we said, "Well, mate, you were great." And he goes, "Oh, yeah." And it was a really matter-of-fact comment. It was like, I brushed my teeth, but it was like, I had chemo for breakfast, and then I came on a 100k ride, and I went, what? You know, and everyone's looking around going, we're not going to talk about us not being able to do certain things, because that just set the bar, and the bar was so high.
And he did that every single time. Look, and I know that you were lucky enough to spend time with him in the past couple of weeks and all, and that's been really, really tough. But I want to ask, how will you remember him? What, in your mind, will Richard's legacy be?
To me, he was unbeaten. He no matter what, right to the end, you know, he never gave up.
Yeah.
You know, and he had tough days, you know, and, you know, Mark will tell you he had tough days and he'd reach out but he never gave up, and in his soul and his heart, he never gave up on life, and he never gave up on people, and he always wanted what was best for everyone.
And I think he showed all of that, and I just think that how lucky we are to have had him in our lives for the time that we did. And I appreciate you coming on and speaking tonight, because I know it wasn't easy. Thank you so much, Clint.
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.